I accidentally turned off my music. My bad. Hang on. There we go. It's back. Hi. Hello. It's me. It's Tuesday. You know what that means. You know what that means. It's time to listen to Lilith complain again. No, not actually. I don't have anything to complain about today. But you're gonna listen to me yap nonetheless. And you're gonna listen to me yap very mushily today because just a little bit earlier I took a migraine pill. So those things tend to make me a little bit mushy. But I still wanted to stream today, and I didn't want to let a migraine stop me, and I just so happened to have a pill today to solve the problem. But the side effects the pill gives me is it just like makes me operate at 50% capacity. But that's okay. I can still yap at 50% capacity. I'm just gonna yap slowly. I'm just gonna yap slowly today, and we're gonna keep it real chill vibes. But hello, everybody. It's good to see you all. How are we all doing? Happy Tuesday. It's very, very good to see everybody today. Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody had a nice weekend. I hope everybody is enjoying some nice weather right now. In my opinion, it's a little bit too hot. It's like 82 degrees at the moment, which is too hot for my liking in flippin' April. But I know that the weather is supposed to return to normal April weather in a few days. I think we're just having a little bit of a heat wave right now, but it seems like, seems like by this weekend it's gonna cool down again. So I just have to be a bit of a sweaty bunny for a few days, but that's all right. That's all right. If it gets a little too hot, I can turn my fan on. Thankfully, it's not like the summer weather here where it's just absolutely unbearable. And I can only go for like an hour until I feel like I'm suffocating. But it's all good. But hello, everybody. It's nice to see you all today. Hello, Alyssa. And Alyssa, thank you so much for the tier 1 resub at 39 months. Thank you for your support. Appreciate it so much. Hello, Perpetual Panda. Hello, Roro. Hello, Doc. And Doc, thank you so much for the tier 1 resub at 39 months. Thank you for your support. It means the absolute world to me. Happy Tuesday. Hello, Fluffy. Hello, all. How is everybody doing? Did everybody have a nice weekend? What's going on in everybody's lives? And I have a question for you all today before we get into our, well, I guess this will lead into the yap, but I have a question just for everybody today. And yeah, I am a little Iron Mouse zooted today. The migraine pills I take I don't think they're anywhere near as strong as the pain medication that Mouse has to take, but they do make me a tiny bit zooted. They're strong enough to the point where I have to split them in half. I've been taking these pills for years. Like these are prescribed migraine medications. It's a triptan, and I've been taking them forever, but they're still quite strong, so I usually have to like split them in half, which I guess is a good thing because it means that they last a little longer, but they're quite powerful. Yeehaw. And they get rid of the migraine. Yeehaw! They're the only thing that gets rid of the migraine, but they do make me a little mousy zooted. But that's still not going to stop me from streaming. That's still not going to stop me. And Trick Proof, thank you so much for the tier 1 resub at 30 months. Thank you for your support. Yeehaw indeed. Wait, what's the what's the yeehaw on here? I think it's F. No, that's head pat. Egg. Ow! That's to hit me. Oh goodness, I don't remember which one was yeehaw again. But I mean, that's why that exists as a redeem. But how is everybody doing? Today is bad in our neck of the woods. Oh no, I hope that everything is all right. Are you guys safe at least? There we go. Yay! Flippin' haw. Thank you so much for the yeehaw. Thank you for finding it. Thank you for finding it where I could not. And welcome, Lumi. Welcome, welcome. I hope that you guys are okay and safe. Oh, tornado watch. Oh, I hope that you are in a safe shelter right now. Please stay safe. I hope that you are in a very safe shelter right now. And I hope that everything ends up being okay. Ow. You can watch the danger happen to me instead by pelting things at me, and I hope that at least gives you a little bit of comfort. I hope I can provide at least a little bit of comfort during stressful times. The mouse gets zooted. The mouse needs to get zooted for her own health's sake. Yeah, she does get zooted, but she has to take pain medication for her illness. And I think the medicine that she takes is just like very, very strong stuff. But it's just like, you know, when you have a chronic condition, like that's kind of just your reality, is that's what's going to help you. It's like you have to take medicine, and it does help you, but unfortunately it does take you a little out of commission for a bit. But yeah, I am sending a protection talisman your way. But yeah, that's my question for everybody. I have a question. What's something that you guys find just inspires you in life in general? Whether that be, it could be, you know, of course, like a show or an anime, a book. But it can also be like, I don't know, anything. Like it could be like a neighbor's garden that you saw, or just like an interaction that you've seen recently. Just like, what's something that you found has given you inspiration just in life lately? Either to help you create, or just to, like, I don't know, do something cool. Because lately, I don't know. I just said I wasn't gonna complain. And I guess this isn't really a complaint, but it's more just kind of like something I've been feeling lately is like, I mean, I'm sure it's been pretty noticeable that I haven't been streaming as much. And I don't know, like, I still love streaming a lot, but I found that I've been in kind of a creative rut lately. I don't know. And this hasn't really just been a streaming thing. It's kind of just been like creation in general. I don't know. Like, cause I've been having, in a lot of conversations that I've been having, a lot of people have just been asking me lately, like, what is something cool and creative you've been working on lately? Like, what are some projects you've been doing? And I'm like, well, I let them know about the things that I do for work, like the audiobooks that I've been narrating, which is really cool. But then I think about, like, I don't know, just individual, like, projects or things in VTubing, things to write, music, voice acting projects. I just, like, I don't know. I just, like, cannot get it together. I'm just, like, I try to think of creative stream ideas, and I'm just, like, I need inspo. I don't know. So, like, what have you guys been finding lately is something that has been helping to inspire you? Because I want to be inspired to, like, stream more and come up with really creative, fun ideas for stream and do more besides just, like, you know, hop on here and yap for a few hours, which is fun. I like doing that. But I want to go back to doing, like, really fun, cool ideas. But I just cannot, like, my brain just can't. My brain is stuck in Shrek's swamp right now, and I can't seem to dig it out. Mori Calliope and Takanashi Kiara inspire me to lock in and get work done. They are workaholics, and that seeing a workaholic and somebody who's just always doing something cool, I think will always be enough to, like, help inspire. I need to watch them more. I need to watch more, like, I don't know, Hololive and just other streamers who are really in it for creation. And by the way, welcome Jacob and welcome Silverwing. Welcome on in. Hello, happy Tuesday. I think maybe one thing that's a part of it has just been like, a big part of it has just kind of been like Twitch culture lately. I don't know. There's been so much negativity on here lately, just like stupid drama and people getting exposed and just a lot of bullshit. And it's just kind of been like, I don't know. It's like, what are we all in this for, you know? Aren't we all in this to do, like, fun, cool things? And, like, play games and laugh? Yeah, so that's just, like, that's been annoying, and it makes it a little... I don't know, it just makes it like, it makes me less inclined to, I don't know. It's like I still have the itch to stream and create, but it's about finding the inspo again. You know what I'm saying? The vibe for creatives in the last few weeks, especially when it comes to online discussion, has been horrific. Yeah, it's a lot of online discussion too. Just like seeing the way that people react to the things that people put out to the world, like indie animations or things people were like for example, there's this one YouTuber I watch who recently made like an indie animation. It was really short. It was like a pilot, and you know, it wasn't the best thing in the world that I'd ever seen, but I can tell that they worked really hard on it and they put a lot of love into it, and it was something they cared about a lot, and you could tell that a lot of love was put into the project. And just people online responded with so much just vitriolic criticism and hatred. And I'm like, come on everybody, lighten up a little bit. A lot of people worked really hard on this, and it meant a lot to them, and it feels really demoralizing. I don't know. And welcome Craig's Critique, and welcome INF with you. Welcome on in. Hello, happy Tuesday. I hope that y'all are feeling creative. Hope everybody coming on into this stream is feeling creative. But yeah, it's like online discussion when it comes to like things people have been putting out into the world has been very horrific. And I don't know, for me, like, I often lose myself in fiction, and often something that I'll do is, like, things that I get really inspired to do for VTubing is I really want, when I have the funds for it, I really want to do, I want to make covers and then do little animatic music videos with those, because all the time I'll be listening to songs, and I'll have these little music videos in my head that I make, and often Lilith will be at the center of them. And I'm like, oh, I'd love to, you know, put this pen to paper and do something cool. But then sometimes I'll get a little carried away when I'll be thinking of ideas for these little music videos, and I'll be like, how's this gonna be received? It's a little out there. It's a little weird. Sometimes I'm like, this is a little depraved, because that's just who I am. And I just shouldn't care about how people are going to respond to my work, because it should really only matter what it means to me. But yeah, that's a really good point, Jacob. That's a good point. That's something that I guess I didn't really think about until you brought it up. The Artemis 2 launch and touchdown really gave me back my radical optimism. Oh, those are very good things to look at. Yeah, the Artemis 2 launch has been pretty cool. That's very inspiring. It is really inspiring to see just the feats that humans can still accomplish nowadays, even when time seems so dark, you know? I think those are really good examples, Silverwing, for sure. Honestly, nothing inspires me more to work than my friends. Having somebody to collab with is the greatest motivator. Yeah, being with friends too, for sure. I probably just need to, like, that's why I'm trying to get out more, I guess. It's like I like finding inspiration in the outside world. Because I always think about back when I made my, my thesis film for college. What inspired the idea for that movie, for that script, was literally once my dad took me to this like street in the Bronx called Arthur Avenue, and I saw these like guys, these big guys with cigars sitting at a table, and they were talking in I don't know what the language was. I think it was either Italian or some sort of Slavic language maybe, and they were laughing and having this conversation with their cigars, and they were just like they were so I don't know. I was picturing what the conversation was in my head, and they were just these big dudes. They reminded me a little bit of The Sopranos, I guess, and I'm just like, what if they're talking about something really scary? I don't know. And then I learned a lot about the history about, like, you know, that area, I guess, has been run by, like, certain gangs, and learning a lot about the history, I guess, inspired me for, like, the film that I made, just about, like, this girl that lived in that area who ended up getting into this, like, whole fucked up scenario between these two, like, rival gangs, and involved, like, delicious food and pastries and all the things associated with what I saw that day. And that's what I'm talking about. It's just like finding inspiration in literally anything. I'm trying to find that again. And the most that I've been able to find lately is I was doing some errands the other day, and I was listening, and I had my music on shuffle. I was listening to music, and I had it on shuffle, and the song Brain Stew by Green Day started playing, and I was listening to it, and I'm like, oh god, this is like easily one of Green Day's most like gross, depraved songs in their discography, and I love it so much. It's such a great song, and I'm just like, oh, I should do some sort of animatic music video about this, but I'm like, but that, how well would that go over? But then again, I shouldn't give a fuck. So I'm just rambling at this point. But where do you guys find inspo? This is all to say. Workaholism is not healthy. That's true. I think maybe that's probably even another part of it too. It's a whole different factor of things about why I feel like I've been a creative artist. I've also just been, I'm not a workaholic by any means. I've always been somebody who's rejected workaholism because I believe in balance. And I work to live and I don't live to work. But I've been working my butt off at my job this year. And I'm usually so tired at the end of the day that's probably another thing that makes it hard for me to want to create. But I want to get there again. I want to get there again because I was thinking a lot about that script that I made back in college. And a lot of the other things that I've created over the years, and the videos I've written at Robot and all this other stuff. And I'm like, damn, you are a really creative person, and that's the stuff that you're really good at. So you gotta start doing that again, and don't just succumb. Sorry, I hope that's not too dark. You know me, I'm never one to shy away from dark shit. Talking about dark stuff. When both of them started, they would perform to audiences of one, and that wasn't even there for them. Now they're selling out venues. That's crazy. It's insane. Yeah, they're doing amazing. And they've been there since the beginning. Those two were in the very first Hololive English group, and they're both still there, killing it, and loving what they do. Like, I want to be like that. I want to be like that where it's just so many years down the line, and I'm still just absolutely loving what I'm doing, and just constantly, I don't know, loving what I'm putting out. What does Bumby want to stream? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm really trying to figure out what I want to stream, what creative things I want to stream. I like yapping. I like hopping on here and talking. I like doing that, but I want to do more than just that. And welcome, Udarabyte. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. Gotta stop looking at comment sections and Twitter thread. I know. I really do just have to stop going on social media in general. I'm trying to do that less. I'm trying to counteract that by just reading more and playing more visual novels and just doing things that aren't going on socials. But yeah, I need to stay away from like the most negative places that like garner the most toxic audiences, because that can really just it can really just get you down. It can really get you down and make you less inclined to want to like put things out in the world. If you want to participate in a large group cover, there's a big Hollow community cover being organized. That sounds really cool. It's being organized by the people that did Mouse's Music Box of Fate charity cover. I should look into that, actually. Because it would be nice to do a part of more group things, too. Get involved in more, I guess, like VTuber group stuff. I need to get back to making the Vampire Lilith design. I kind of put that in the back burner for a little bit, and I want to get back to doing that. I'll probably, maybe that's what I'll start working on this week. Maybe this week I'll kind of like... I'm not going to say force myself, but I'll dedicate a little bit of time to really like working on this design and hoping that can be like something that can help me just like get excited again, you know? And Bryce Petters, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Bunny Colt. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate your follow so much. I hope that you're having a wonderful Tuesday. I hope that you're feeling inspired today. I hope that you found something that helped you feel inspired today. I'm glad the broken piss vacuum in Microsoft bloatware didn't jeopardize the mission. Yeah, maybe it's just been all of the maybe it's me being a god of misfortune that has caused me to feel a little demoralized lately and not want to create. Having to pretty much reboot my whole computer last week was definitely a bit of a stressor. My eyes feel like they're gonna bleed. Yeah, more grungy and punk VTuber covers. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. It could be really cool to do a cover of Brain Stew. Because that's another thing, is I love doing more covers, but just the songs that I want to cover I know are definitely not like the things you typically see a VTuber cover. And I'm like, is that what people want to listen to? But again, shouldn't care. It's what I want to listen to. A Green Day cover would be awesome. It would be fun. It would be fun. I used to listen to them all the time, and I still like them. I still like their older songs a lot. I like all their, like, old 90s songs that are just about, like, getting high and masturbating. I understand why when they reached a certain age, they were like, yeah, maybe we should pivot a little bit and not make songs about this anymore. But those are just, like, their most fun ones. But I'm just like, if I made music videos about that, I'm like, what would I do that wouldn't make me look like a complete psychotic pervert? Which, well, I mean, we all kind of know that's what I am at this point, but I need to start watching more horror again. Maybe that'll help inspire me, because I want to do more horror-related creative stuff too, like making even more music videos that have like spookier themes. No, it'll be great for summer streams. Horror games. Yeah, I need to get back to just playing more horror games. What are some good like short horror games that are out? I want to play like some fun like short horror game experiences that are maybe would be like a couple of like 1 or 2 streams. Like, what would be some fun like horror games to play this summer? Things that can scare the sweat off of me. Nothing like playing a game that can just like, you know, scare the sweat off of you, you know? But I need some recs. I'm just like, what's out, what's good, what's short, what's fun? Hand cam streams, I guess they would be stump streams. Yeah, sleeve streams. What I really, before I can do, I would love to do, like cam streams where I do, like, you know, would do like activities like cross-stitching or even, I don't know, like opening figures or things like that. But I realized lately that I have a bit of a problem that I need to work out before that. I need a bigger desk. I have a very, very small like recently I just got a new mouse pad and like one of those like wrist things that you like rest your arms on and next to your keyboard, and they're really, really cute. They have little bunny designs on them and I love them, but I have no space for them on my desk. I have no space for the thing for my arms, and this mouse pad is like hanging off of here. So before I could do any of that, I need to get a bigger desk. And I'll probably do that first. So I'm probably gonna look into desks that are a little longer than this, that I can fit in this room, realistically. I just need more space. I really need more space. I have no space for anything. But that would be fun, though. I'd love to be like those local theater leads that just create cool niche plays for the community. That would be fun. I mean, like, I last week I went to go see a play with Jen and some others, and she knew a lot of the people that were involved, and she introduced me to like some people, and she was just like, oh, this is my friend Lilith, and she's seen X, Y, and Z play that, like, you know, Jen and some of her other friends have been in. And then they asked me, they were like, oh, would you be interested in being a part of it? And I kind of like paused. I was like, oh, I didn't know that was an option. And I kind of thought about it, and I'm just like, should I? What if I just wrote a play? What if I just like wrote like a short little play? I don't know. What would I even write it about? But those are fun. Like the people that make like little plays for like community, like small communities and like local theater. Local theater can be really fun. I like supporting like small shows by up and coming creatives. We gotta put Beef to work and stream some fancy games. We do. Well, one fancy game that I was thinking of maybe playing on here is, but then again, I don't know, because it's a really, really long one. So I'm like, maybe I'd at least try it, maybe dedicate a couple of streams to it and see what I think about it, is, Metaphor ReFantazio. Because I have the demo, and I know that game is really long, but everybody tells me that that's a great game, and that's a game that Beef could realistically run. But yeah, I need Beef to run some beefy, like, horror games. When they play Longview live, it still slaps. It does. It does. It does not matter how old those guys are in Green Day. When they play those songs from Dookie, it's gonna slap every time. You know it's gonna slap every time. And you know every millennial and old head in there is gonna be singing along. Like they're 12 years old again. Well, I was... What year did Dookie come out? Hang on. How old was I? Dookie, Green Day. Oh, I wasn't even born yet, actually. Never mind. Well, I had been born. I had been born many, many thousands of years before that, actually. Many, many thousands of years, because I am a ghost who is many thousands of years old. Yes, indeed. How do you pronounce that word? Kayfabe? Is that how you pronounce it, or am I sounding totally cringe right now? I learned another new term. By the way, that was very new. Resident Evil 3 is like 6 hours long. Oh, that's not so bad. That's what I can do in at least a few hours. And that's one of the early ones too. Like, one of the ones that's more like puzzle focused, right? Because if I'm gonna play a Resident Evil or a Silent Hill game, I want to play one that's more like puzzle and survival focused over action focused. Because if it's one that's more action focused, that has a focus on like guns and things, then you guys are gonna get really mad and frustrated with me because I'm not gonna be very good. I'm not gonna be very good at it. But maybe I'll give it a try. But yeah, the term that I heard, this another newfangled Gen Alpha term that I just heard, and I'm like, stop inventing new terms. Was B the birthday? Somebody asked me, they were like, oh, do you want to be the birthday girl? And I was like, what? I was really creeped out. And then I saw somebody online said it like a day or two later, and I googled it, and it's apparently another one of the newfangled terms, and it means like being the main character. And I'm like, well, what isn't being the main character a new term? Why are we creating a new term for a new term? I've had enough. I'm gonna go live amongst the ancient scrolls. I'm gonna use their lingo. Hark! Who goeth there? That's how I'm gonna start talking now. I'll check my list of Steam keys and see if there's anything that fits the bill. I mean, what do I even have? I probably have a couple of short horror games on here myself that I've been needing to give a try for a while. But yeah, you guys are right. I really do need to start actually putting Beef to work here rather than just using Beef to, like, play Dramatical Murder all day. I need to actually treat it like a gaming PC and not just as my BL machine. The curse of the small desk. I've had this desk forever though. This desk isn't all reliable, and I just like I more just still have it now for the sake of just like, oh, it's gonna be so much work to carry a desk all the way down a bunch of stairs. But I can also just disassemble it because I don't think I needed any tools to build this thing. But I need a bigger one for sure. Because when I bought this, I was not expecting that I was going to be a VTuber. Or a streamer even, for that matter. I'll share my big-ass standing desk with you. A standing desk? I'm not interested. I don't want to stand. I like sitting. I'm lazy. Write a short horror play. I could. Horror plays exist. Trixie Mattel was talking about on her podcast a few weeks ago how she saw a stage production of Paranormal Activity, which I thought was crazy. I'm like, how'd they do that? Apparently it was very scary. I would be interested in seeing that. You got it, kayfabe? I thought so. I mean, I figure it's probably pronounced how it looks, right? I heard Green Day on the radio in like 4th grade and begged my parents for a CD of them. My brother was a bit younger and he liked it too. Oh, and when I think my parents were the one who introduced me and my brother to Green Day, I think. Because they liked them back in the 90s and yeah, they liked Green Day, and so they introduced them to us and took us to our first Green Day concert when I was like, I don't know, like 9 or 10 years old maybe. And yeah, I think that was during like around the American Idiot era maybe. But yeah, I remember when they showed us Dookie, but thinking back, I'm just like, huh, they were really playing all those songs for us when we were kids. But again, like I always say, turned out just fine, right? Things make a lot more sense now, the more I think about my childhood. All the Resident Evils are relatively short, 2 is more horror focused. I remember the one that I have played. I played 7 back in college. Well, me and friends were playing it. When we were playing it, we were kind of like passing around the controller, and each person did a different section. And I remember that game was relatively short. It took us maybe around, what, like 10 hours to beat? Probably less. That one was fun. I enjoyed that a lot. An Atelier game? Aren't there like 800 Atelier games? You just want me to play Ryza because she's the one with the thick thighs. I smell right through you. I smell that. I smell the pheromones. I know you have an ulterior motive. But which one would I even start with? I mean, I know those games are like cute and they're all about alchemy and they're RPGs. They have like battles and things, but there's so many of them. I even remember back when I had a PS Vita, I was thinking about getting an Atelier game, but my brain hurt looking at the amount of Atelier game options there were. There were so many. There were like 20 at the time, and now there's even more. But all I know is Ryza's the one with the thick thighs, and I know this because they make like 8 million figures of her. They make so many. Even though I haven't been able to find my inspiration yet, it's been kind of sad that I've been wanting to get back into figure collecting again, and that's been something I've been getting inspired to do. But I'm like, no, absolutely not. I cannot fall down that rabbit hole again until I make it rich. But I wish to increase my collection. And if I play an Atelier game, that means I'm gonna want a Ryza, and I'll have so many options to pick from. Kayfabe is the persona that WWE wrestlers put on, but it's also been adopted by VTubers. That started out as a WWE thing? Really? I thought that started as a VTuber. Well, it always comes back to wrestling. The wrestling fandom has so much overlap with like other with all sorts of other fandoms. It has overlap with VTubers. Excuse me. That was a foamy one, my goodness. It has overlap with VTubers, and it also has overlap with drag as well. Because it's all about putting on a character and a costume and acting like a heightened like version of yourself. That's kind of like you, just like, you know, times 10. But I had no idea. I should really start watching Super Eye Patch Wolf's videos about wrestling. By the way, did you guys watch his new video about Fear and... Should I play Fear and Hunger 2? Should I add that to the roster of horror games to play? Because I watched... Wow, that is a loud-ass helicopter going by. My good... I don't know if you guys can hear that. Wow. That was very, very loud. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Fear and Hunger 2. Do you guys think I should get diagnosed for ADHD? Fear and Hunger 2. The video was really good, and I had a couple moments where I was like, I don't know, maybe this isn't the kind of game for me. But I tend to have this thing where I'll be watching, I'll look up something about a game that'll kind of turn me off from it, and I'll be like, yeah, I don't know if I want to play that. But then I'll keep thinking about it, and the next day I'll be like, well, I don't know, maybe I can handle it. Maybe it'll be fine. And then the more I think about it, I'm like, actually, I think I kind of do want to play this game. That's kind of how it was for Fear and Hunger 1. Because I remember back when I watched his original video about Fear and Hunger, I was like, oh, I could never play this. This looks so brutal and punishing, and this just does not look like the game for me. And then I thought to add it to the punishment wheel back when we were doing a Nuzlocke, and I secretly got a little excited when I put it on there. And then it landed on the Fear and Hunger punishment, and then we played the game, and I ended up actually really fucking with it. And Fear and Hunger 2 seems really different. But maybe I'd give it a try. I mean, I would have to install mods again to, you know, make sure it's Twitch safe and everything. But maybe we can add that to the summer roster as well. Yes, Silent Hill 2 would be another good one to add as well. I know that everybody's been requesting for me to play a Silent Hill 2 game for a while. Maybe I'll try to do that to be Lilith getting her mojo back. Lilith getting her mojo back is the summer horror marathon. What if we did Lilith's summer horror marathon, where we just have, it's just the summer of playing horror games. What do you think? I challenge myself to do that, right? Should I make that a challenge? My summer of horror games? I did kind of start out as a horror streamer. I love Atelier Yumiya, and I think something you would vibe with. Yumiya. I'll have to write Yumiya down. Yeah, definitely in the video game channel on Discord, write down what your favorite Ateliers were that you would recommend, that you think would be up my alley. And Silent Hill 2 for sure. Ryza is a good entry point. Aren't there a few Ryzas as well? Doesn't Ryza have a couple of games dedicated to her? The Atelier games are parts of an anthology sub-series. Yeah, like I know that some of the Atelier games are linked. So it's like when there's certain ones that you have to play in order. And it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like Final Fantasy, where there's just a bunch. Some of them are linked, some of them are standalone. But I'd need to watch a video about where would be a good entry point. Yumiya has a demo. Maybe we could do a demo day too. We could do demo day. We could do horror games and demo days. What if we did Lilith's Summer of Horror as an event and advertise it as me dressed up as Elvira? These have always brought me good luck. That would actually be amazing. Elvira is one of my queens. I should find like a picture of Elvira like in a bikini and do like, yeah, my Summer of Horror, and do like make that my event. And we could do like a few streams dedicated to Summer of Horror. I should actually, yeah, now you guys are giving me inspiration, because I was also thinking it's been a while since I've commissioned any art. And last month, you guys were very, very generous with the sub gifting. So now that check is hit, I've been looking around at different artists. So I'm thinking maybe you guys are giving me artist inspo for things that I can commission for like future events and things. Future horror events. Lilith Gunpla are figures you get to build. I know, I was looking at a cute Jirachi garage kit the other day, because there was one creative thing I had in mind the other day. I was hanging out with Jen and she was playing Pokemon, and I was telling her, because she was asking me who some of my favorite Pokemon were, and I was telling her about Jirachi, and I was letting her know that something that really creeped me out when I was a kid was when I had, oh yeah, she was asking me how you would get a Jirachi back then, because I was telling her about the Jirachi that I had on my Emerald team when I was a kid, and I let her know back how you used to get Jirachi back in the day, and I told her that, I thought Jirachi was kind of, their sprite was kind of creepy in Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald because their eye on their stomach was open. And they looked like kind of sad. And I always thought that was a little weird. And it made me think about Jirachi, and I had this idea in my head. I was like, what if I got these little Jirachi figurines and I turned them into like jewelry? Like I got a little Jirachi figurine, and then I go to Daiso or something, and I buy like little materials that I can like attach to it and turn it into a necklace or something. Wouldn't that be cute? And then I found a Jirachi garage kit, and I thought that was really cute. So that could be a fun thing to do on stream sometime once I have a bigger desk and room for a sleeve cam. I don't think it's just WWE, it's any pro wrestling. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about the wrestling world. To me, all pro wrestling is WWE. Wait, you watch Super Eye Pastor Wolf? How are you asking about this? I don't watch his wrestling videos, I'm sorry. I only watch his videos about video games. I don't know. I used to be somebody who would watch just like every video YouTuber would put out that I like, but now I've kind of gotten to the point where I'll watch it. I'll really just watch a video if the subject matter looks like it interests me in a video. And I don't know, I've never really been able to get fascinated by wrestling, so I've never watched his wrestling videos, but maybe I need to now, so I can further compare to the VTubing world. It's a concept that's been around since wrestling. It started out as a carnival sideshow in the early 20th century, and through the word apparently has been dating back to the 80s. My goodness. Wait, so it's something that's existed forever? It's not just like a internet term? I'm getting a history lesson today. Wait, why am I'm getting notifications for Steam games. Oh my, thank you. Well, now we're gonna be playing Resident Evil soon, so Summer of Horror coming up. Everybody say thank you to Fluffy for the horror games. Thank you, Fluffy, for the horror games. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Everybody get ready to plug your ears. There's gonna be a lot of screaming over the summer. I'm gonna have to soundproof my room. But thank you. Sweetie, I know you have a brand as the RPG Maker Horror Girl, but you have beef now. You can play higher graphically demanding ones. I know. It's like you can take the girl out of the RPG Maker horror world, but you can't take the RPG horror world out of the girl. Maybe it's also just because that's what I grew up with. I've never in my life had a piece of machinery this powerful. So always the horror games that I've played were those. So yes, this is a new thing to me. It is a new thing to me that I can play games like Resident Evil. So thank you. Every now and then I'm still gonna play my RPG Maker games. But we will play beefier ones now that we are able to do it. Yes, W Fluffy indeed, thank you. Which one should we start with, 2? Which one's more puzzle focused? Do any of them have spiders in them? Just asking. And if either of them do, is there a way that I can turn that off? Just curious, just asking for no apparent reason. I'm also gonna have to remind myself that when I open up these games, I don't have to put them on their lowest settings. I can actually play them on nice crisp settings and my computer won't explode. I have zero interest in wrestling, and yet I absolutely love every single one of Super Eye Patch Wolf's incredible videos on said subject. I know, I need to watch them, and that's the thing, it's like, I say that I only watch videos on things that interest me, but there have been times I've watched a video where I knew absolutely nothing on the topic beforehand, and I've come out of it really loving it. Like, I don't know shit about Roblox, but when I watched H-Bomber Guy's video about the Roblox oof noise, I had never been more locked in my life. Silent Hill F is already going on with sales. You'd fuck that one. I heard that one is really stressful with the combat. I like the aesthetic of that one though. I really like the aesthetic of like just like, you know, all the colors, the flowers, the time period where it's set. But I heard it is very stressful. I've literally only played Yumiya, but I would like to try the Ryza games and the other most recent one. There's an even more recent one? I thought Ryza was the most recent one. Tisk tisk, Lilith didn't even see my in-ring debut during Mystery Wrestling. Well, send me the link and I'll watch it. I mean, I'll watch wrestling if my friends are partaking. Of course. I care about anything my friends will be in. John makes wrestling really interesting. He's a really good storyteller. He is. Like, lately it's been harder for me to watch, like, 2-hour videos just because, I don't know. It's like, maybe it's an attention span thing, but it's also just, like, it's been harder for me to, like, really get locked into video essays lately. I don't know. I feel like maybe some video essays just haven't quite had the sauce that they had before. But John's will always have the sauce. And his latest Fear and Hunger video, I was pretty locked in the whole time. All right, so I mean, we don't even have to limit it to just summer. We can even play a lot of these during the spring too. But now we have some ones locked in that we can play. We can play Resident Evil 2 and 3. Thank you, Fluffy. We'll play Fear and Hunger Termina eventually. What were some others that you guys have been suggesting before? I feel like there were a few others. Was Mortuary Assistant one of them? Gotta figure out what's wrong with my Steam account since no one can find me when they look me up. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember when I tried to find you, I couldn't. You're a Steam ghost. W Fluffy. Yeah, big W Fluffy indeed. Big W's indeed. Big W's indeed. I'm sending more protection talismans your way. All the protection talismans. Resident Evil 1 does have spiders. Oh, okay. I guess we won't play that one then. But if 2 and 3 don't, then that'll be fine. And you know what? Maybe this will be what I need to challenge me to, like... This will be what I need to challenge me to play more like, harder games and games where I have to shoot things. Games where I have to hurt things with weapons. That aren't, like, you know, just melee weapons. That aren't just my knives, my blades. No spoilers. I love Resident Evil so much you can't understand how excited I am. Resident Evil, it's such a popular cult series, and I'm excited to play it because I really liked 7 when I played it. And I should get really excited for this indeed because, like, I've been consuming a lot of very messed up stuff lately. I've been on a fucked up media kick. So I want more. So maybe this is honestly the perfect time to be playing a game like this. I've been on a kick of just, like, playing games and watching things that make me want to barf. I don't know. Sometimes you just find a certain comfort in that, you know? I forgot for a minute, but it's Atelier Resleriana, and it's a spin-off of a now end-of-service mobile game, but it looks really pretty, and I've heard that it's freaking amazing. Well, gotchas I need to stay away from, because those are honestly the only things I have been playing lately. And gotchas are probably not things for me to play on stream. And I shouldn't be spending more money in those. Scary and Hungry 2 Termina. It does look scary. Fear and Hunger 2 it looks scary in a different way from how the OG Fear and Hunger look. Like, it looks like a very different game from the original Fear and Hunger. But it looks fun though. It looks fun, and it looks like it does kind of share the similarity to the OG Fear and Hunger, where it's like you do runs and each time you try different things and figure out what works and what doesn't work. But they took away some of the more like punishing aspects of it though. Like now, there's no more of the coin flips, and yeah, there's just a few more of the other like punishing aspects that like kill you a little quicker are gone. That doesn't mean that it's not a punishing game. It's still very punishing, but just like in different ways now. Mortuary Assistant is fun, but it's also very jump scare reliant. I don't think I'm the right VTuber for jump scare games. I do want to try Mortuary, but I don't. I'm so used to jump scares that I just like, there's so many times where there will be a jump scare happening and I just like work no reaction. There have been times some jump scares have gotten me on stream before for sure. I do like Mortuary. I could dedicate like one stream to Mortuary. See if I fuck with it. Should I become a Dead by Daylight player? A lot of LGBT streamers seem to really like Dead by Daylight. I mean, in Dragula, they had a whole challenge dedicated to Dead by Daylight, but that involves that's a multiplayer game. I'm no good at those. You're not toxic enough for Dead by Daylight. That's true. I'm not. Somebody would be mean to a 12-year-old would be mean to me at Dead by Daylight and I would cry. I have a key for Resi 8, but it's a bit more shooty focused than other Resident Evil games, and but there is one particular part that is super horror. I do like super horror. Well, we'll see. Maybe we'll see how much I fuck with 2 and 3. If I'm fucking with 2 and 3 and I want to get us on like a real Resident Evil kick for stream, then I'll get back in touch with you about 8. And yeah, that is also the game with the tall vampire lady. And sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's fun to watch chat go feral and horny for a change, because usually it's me. So it'd be nice if it was you guys, and then I get to be the one to tease all of you for a change. When you see the tall vampire lady. Although I'm certainly not immune to the tall vampire lady, actually, so I would probably go feral as well. Woof bark bark indeed. How much is that doggy in the window? Woof woof bark bark. Loki, Dead by Daylight might be a great game for you to get into aside from the toxic fan base. I mean, would I have to have my microphone on? I don't have to do proximity chat, right? I don't have to talk to the people. I can just do it myself and avoid the crying. An Anime Fan 2017, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, Bunnycoat. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate your follow so much. I am an anime fan as well. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Hello. Is it really that toxic? Like, how toxic does it get? Are they gonna say mean things about my mommy if I get on there? I don't want to get on there and lose a game and have them say mean things about my mommy. I don't want them to do that. I love my mommy. Oh, Fluffy, thank you. We have another game coming too. Thank you for the Hades. Thank you so much. What did I do to deserve this? Big W's all around. All of the protection talismans. And talismans of good fortune too. May many joyful gains come your way. May you wake up tomorrow to $10,000. Amen. Thank you. I come from the land of British with tea and crumpets. Thank you. Thank you so much. I have some tea as well. I'm glad that we get to share a cup of tea tonight. Much appreciated. And I'll take some crumpets too. I like those. Do you have some jam with them? Dead by Daylight is best appreciated from a safe distance. How bad are we talking? Everybody's scaring me with it. I'm just like, but that's the game that it's the game that I see a bunch of drag queens play. Well, not that drag queens are a beacon of sweetness and sugar. I've heard the things that they've said on Drag Race. They can probably get pretty toxic on there as well. You can play Dead by Daylight, but I won't watch the squelchy noise game. Does it have a lot of squelchy sounds? I personally don't mind squelch. But if other people don't like squelch, then I mean, I can find, usually in games, they let you know if there's a way to turn off certain noises. So maybe I could probably turn down the squelch. What kind of, is it squelch like the sound of mud, or is it squelch like the sound of guts? I would recommend playing Resident Evil 7 before 8. I mean, I have played 7. I probably need to replay it as a refresher because I played 7 a while ago. So I don't remember everything that happens. I remember you have to go save your girlfriend, and then you meet the other lady, and then there's the choice where it's like either bring your girlfriend or bring the random lady you just met, and I'm just like, what are you nuts? And then there's also a bunch of big monsters that you have to shoot. I'm still here waiting for Lilith to play Hades. Well, soon you will, because big W's to Fluffy. Alright, I guess nothing like new games to help you get inspired. I always have to remind myself that I don't have to be playing games that just came out on here. It's like, I don't know, sometimes I'm like, well, I'm not excited about any new games, but maybe there can be some like games that have been out for a while that I can get excited for that I can play. Dead by Daylight doesn't require it, but the behavior is super toxic. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't like being mean to people. I mean, I like to joke around. I like to tease. Teasing and a little gentle ribbing is fun, of course. But I don't like being mean. Oh, and I definitely don't like scummy griefers that abuse mechanics in crazy ways. Cause that I definitely don't like, because that just, at that point, it just makes it frustrating. Cause what I definitely don't want is like, is playing the game, and then on stream you guys can clearly see me get more frustrated and angry as we go on because of people cheating and abusing mechanics and making it just like not fun to play. Cause that's never fun. That's never, I always feel bad when I'm playing a game and people can tell I'm like not enjoying it. And I definitely would not enjoy people that like abuse mechanics and do stupid things to like game the system and make it impossible for everybody else to have fun. You don't need your mic. Most communication in Dead by Daylight is done by teabagging. And I'm only exaggerating a little bit. Oh, okay. I'm starting to catch a drift. I think I'm starting to pick up on what y'all are putting down here in terms of the kind of toxicity that we're talking about. Dead by Daylight doesn't have proximity chat. Oh, okay. Does it have a voice chat feature though? I could have sworn it had a voice chat feature. But maybe just not proximity though. Just like regular voice chat. Only play Dead by Daylight if you're surviving with friends. Yeah, maybe if I were to play Dead by Daylight, it would probably I'd probably have to play it with people I know rather than with strangers, because I don't want strangers yelling at me. I stopped playing 2-ish years ago. I didn't like Chucky. But the idea of being chased around by actual horror movie villains does sound kind of cool, though. That's what entices me, is that they include, like, actual horror movie villains and figures and icons. I think that is really, like, the cool part. Definitely guts. Okay. That's the kind of squelching that I like to hear. That's ASMR to me. There's squelch at every hook. Ugh. Such a squishy noise. There's a killer bunny? Wait, there's a killer bunny in Dead by Daylight? Okay, I know in Dead by Daylight. All right, well, we keep the yaps going here. We keep the yaps going while we keep the yaps going. But why don't I pull up a game in the meantime? Hang on. Where is it? What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna. No, should I do this? You know what we're gonna do, actually? You know what we're gonna do? Since we're talking about horror today, I actually did pick up a game today that we can try. I picked up a game that we can try. And also, Lunar, welcome to the Bunny Code. Welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Thank you. I appreciate your follow so much. Hello. But yes, definitely tell me more about this killer bunny. Tell me more about this killer bunny while I pull up this game. I bought a game today that looked kind of fun.
So cool.
Hang on. Beep, beep, beep. Pull it up. I bought a game today that actually I think is supposed to be kind of a horror game. A fun horror game. It's called Grun. I thought we could give this a try today. So it's like sort of horror, but it's also supposed to be like goofy. So I want to try it. But hang on, let me just adjust some things. Gonna change category. I know this game is supposed to be like part relaxing, part horror, part goofy. So we'll see where this will take us. Ah! Whoa, what did I do? Hang on. Ah, sorry. Dealing with a little scuff here. Okay. I think we're good. Wait, it's Springtrap? Wait, there's 3 bunny killers? Okay, so Springtrap from Five Nights at Freddy's? I didn't know Five Nights at Freddy's was in Dead by Daylight. That's crazy. Who are the other bunnies? Hang on, sorry. I can't move my mouse outside of the game, so I need to scroll a little bit by pressing a button first. But that does now you've got my attention with the bunny killer. I think all multiplayer PvP games have a ton of toxicity, but Dead by Daylight definitely has its fair share. Sooner Dead by Daylight than like Valorant or League. Well, won't be touching those with a 10-foot pole unless they turn those into horror games eventually. But yeah, I'm terrified to touch Valorant or League or any of those games. Not a horror game, but I would highly recommend playing Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. You have my attention. You got me with role-playing and musical. I forgot to mention I finished Valhalla over the weekend. I got the good ending. Last night I started Please Be Happy, which is a really cute-looking Yuri VN. Ooh. I remember I started playing Valhalla a long time ago on stream. There was a lot of dialogue, though, and my jaw eventually started hurting, which is why I had to put it down. But I do remember I really liked it. It was very interesting. We're very well written. I did a very, very bad, scary, fucked up ending in Dramatical Murder last night, which was nowhere near as wholesome as what you played. So I'm happy you got to play something happy. Voice chat is typically done through Discord. Okay, that would make sense. Yeah, that would probably make more sense than in the game. So that would be why I would want to play it with friends. Legion as well as Huntress are killer bunnies. Ooh, I like the name Huntress. A bunny named Huntress. Wait, Huntress. That was the one who was in the, That was the one who was in the Dead by Daylight dating sim that we played a while back. I remember we tried dating her. Saturday. Okay, A, get up. Alright, we've got a low poly horror game that we're playing today. And I think this is about a game where you have to garden and then run away from a killer gnome eventually. So... Oh, why is he crying? You cannot make out what they say. Alright, so this is gonna be one of those games where we're in a dream. Alright, so Huntress is the big muscular lady with the bunny mask, right? I remember her from the dating sim. I remember her, Wraith, the butcher guy. These roses were planted 60 years ago. Alright, well we can read, we just can't understand people talking. Inspect, you need a watering can for this. Okay. Grab. Obtained bridge key. I didn't even see a key, I was just looking at the flowers. Wraith, there's like a butcher guy, and there was like a witchy lady. And she was like covered in water or something. Springtrap can be kind of broken. I would probably want to play as... What? Bridge key. Alright, I've already found that. Left bumpered a few Polaroids. Okay, so we take pictures in this, I guess. Alright, pretty straightforward controls, it looks like. Can we go in the water? Can we drown? Looks like we can go in the water, but we can't swim. What an incredible European name. You hear a loud crack behind you. Hello? Oh. Okay. Well, that's no good. A plank is missing. Looks like this place needs to get inspected for termites. Obviously. I'm gonna practical solution my way out of everything. Anytime something scary happens, I'll just be like, no, it's the termites. A shed. What's the point of the Polaroids? Like, why are we taking pictures around here? It's a pretty looking pot. Can we break it? Looks like we can only interact with things. Matthew Lillard is one of the FNAF killers. Really? You need a trowel for this. Damn, I don't have shit. Nothing but Polaroids. Matthew Lillard voices in Dead by Daylight. I love how involved he is with the horror community. Can we interact with this? Toilet. Toilet! Alright, you know what we gotta do. Well. Abandoned nest. I am the professional toilet inspector, so my first instinct is we gotta find a key to go inspect the toilet. So, what is even going on here? Is this my home? Am I breaking in? What's happening? You solved a Polaroid. Okay. I don't know what that means. Dear gardener, please make sure my garden is presentable by Monday. You're allowed to take your shears, trowel, and watering can from this shed, but please note that my house is off limits. I would also advise you not to wander off during the night. It gets cold and foggy up here in the north. It is possible that I require your assistance in something other than the garden later this weekend. Okay, so they're coming by later then? This is kind of a similar setup to that game, the Cozy Creature Kitchen game. Where it was like you go to this house and you need to take care of things for the previous owner. Although here it looks like the owner still lives here. We're just like maybe hired help, I guess, rather than taking over the place, inheriting. I don't know. You never get more toxic than League. I don't think I've ever been interested in playing an esport in my life. Maybe the only thing I've ever been interested is like competitive Pokemon, but I don't know. Actually though, y'all, I was... Sorry to get distracted again. I was watching the, a video by the streamer Fuslie, and she recently has been getting into, like, Pokemon VCG tournaments, and I was watching the videos about, like, her getting into it as a beginner, and I'm like, that world is so... it's so foreign to me. I cannot wrap my brain around it. I cannot wrap my brain around competitive Pokemon play, and I'm just like, I don't think it would be fun to try it, but I don't know. I'm just worried that I would assemble a team and everybody, what buddy would be like, why would you pick that Pokemon? They're shit tier, and we're gonna beat them with this Pokemon who's really good in competitive play. And there's a lot of math and rules to it. I don't know if I want to do that either. I would go to one of those VCG tournaments as a spectator. That could be fun, though. In that case, I will contact you through the phone in the corner. I expect you're up to the task. Kind regards, F.H. Postma. All right. So, we are a hired help, I suppose. We're here to assist the gardener. All right, we've got the toilet key. Time to do left bumper. All right. So use the bumpers to go between items. Well, now that we got the toilet key, we can finally do what we're intended to do. To do, cut the grass, trim all hedges, water the flowers, get rid of molehills, and clear all the trash. You got it. All right, cut the grass, trim the hedges, water the flowers, get rid of the molehills, clear all the trash. Easy enough. Press the right trigger to use the tool. Ooh, snip. Ooh. Oh, baby. That's the stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, it even makes a satisfying little noise. Press left trigger to run. Well, that scares me a little bit. Garden 30% magpie. All right, so they'll let us know, I guess. Here's the bathroom. They'll let us know our progress for each task. We cleaning the trash. All right, so it's like a frickin' garden gnome. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sounded like a gnome in there. I'm sure that gnome is totally innocent and has no nefarious motives locked away in that little gnomey brain of his. It even sounds a little similar to the Stardew Valley noises when you're like, you know, plucking things. Purloining, foraging. If you take recommendations, I could recommend a really interesting horror game. I am all ears. I am always taking horror game recommendations. This is nice. Even the music is relaxing. Alright, looks like I could do this too, to speed things up a little. What a nice, relaxing game where nothing bad's gonna happen. This game strikes me, though, as like... I don't know. What was I gonna say? My brain just completely farted. I don't know where I was even going with that thought. It's called Layers of Fear. I played Layers of Fear. I played that a long time ago. That was an interesting game. I like the whole idea of making a game about the tortured artist. As somebody who considers myself a bit of a tortured artist. Did they ever add to that game? Did they ever add any DLC to it? I played it a long time ago. I remember I liked it when I played it. It reminded me also a little bit of the game Ebe, where you're in the Haunted Art Museum. And yes, in our Discord server too, if you are 18 or older, which I sure hope you are if you are watching this stream, you can pop into our server. And we have a video games channel, which I'm always looking for recommendations in. And it's also just a fun time. Oh, we can trim the hedges too. Look at that. That is nice. You hear a scream of the magpie. What say you, magpie? You got any pie for me? You know what kind of pie I could go for right now? Chocolate cream pie. In a lot of ways, Dead by Daylight is kind of like horror Fortnite. Is Fortnite even the same game anymore, though? I feel like Fortnite is really different from what it used to be. You need a watering can. Okay. I need to water that. So, those aren't supposed to be clipped and snipped. Oh, we have more garbage here, though. You guys don't think that Call of the Magpie was, supposed to be a bad omen or anything? But oh, I'm excited for all these new horror games. Oh, wait, no, this is the house. We're not supposed to go in here. I mean, that sign can't stop me because I can't read. But, I'm excited for all these new horror games. But did y'all hear a growl just now? Maybe that was just my stomach. I had a light lunch. It was a good lunch, though. It was prosciutto, brie, arugula, and apricot jam on focaccia. Quite delicious. Oh, wait, I think we have more hedges. Also, just realized there's a time system here. So we're at 12:45. Do we have to accomplish everything in one day? I'm not sure. Where do I get the trout? I guess I have to go back to the shed. I'll go back after I'm done with all my trimming. Nothing scary yet. What in the world could be scary around here? It's so peaceful. A car. That's kind of scary. Cars are pretty scary. I remember, back when I used to read the Warrior Cats books, they used to describe the cars as, like, something like big metal monsters or something. Or the jaws of, like, they had some weird way of describing them, like a metal monster. And it took me the longest time to figure out that they were talking about cars. Oh, I found a coin. Oh, there's a dog around here. Can I pet the pooch? See, there's a dog. We're fine. The dog, it protects the place. It'll scare away any interlopers. Fart Nut was always kind of trash slop. What the hell is Fart Nut? You cut all the grass. It's a normal garden gnome. It's a normal garden gnome that I don't remember just being right there. Would you happen to be the garden gnome from Power Wash 2? That's always perving on me and Libra. I'm on to you. Alright, well I cut all the grass. So I'm gonna return to the shed and do my next task. Cars are pretty scary. Did you know that 100% of people who drive cars die one day? Why would you tell me that? That's terrifying. You solved the Polaroid. Next, you're gonna tell me that 100% of people who use the bathroom die one day. Rotten plank. Wait, rotten plank. Oh. Hello, birdie. Bebra. That means there's somewhere I can, like, escape to, right? Where's the rotten plank? I should find it so I know where to go once it reaches up. Aha. Aha. What happens if I cut all of this grass? Surely there will be no consequences to that, right? You sense that you do not have to cut the grass here. I did not like that music. I didn't like that music. I didn't like that music. I didn't like it. Something felt fishy. Stinky! Stinky fish! Stinky fish! Where's my shed? Where's my shed? Where is my shed? I just have to move on to my next task. That's all I gotta do is just move on to the next task. Trim all the hedges. Oh, there's still hedges that have to be trimmed. Ebe, my beloved. Oh, I loved Ebe. One of my introductions into that whole world. Okay, they said I didn't have to... What do I do? Should I go back in there? Or should I just go back to trimming my hedges? I feel like this is a game where they want you do... Where, like, you get different results from doing different things. "100% of people who use the toilet do die one day." That's the scariest thing I've ever heard. Why would you tell me that? Now next time I use the toilet, that's what I'm gonna think about. I'm gonna think about one day I'm gonna take my last wee on this thing. One day everybody takes their last wee. Where are the last hedges though? They look like they've all been trimmed. What the hell was that? 15-minute cities are the gateway to the eternal life, it's true. Walkable cities, I agree. Are there hedges here? Maybe? Did you honestly know it's a one-way gate to hell? This room? Wait, do I have a watering can in here? Maybe I should just take care of my flowers. I don't see it. Is it in the note? Okay, I saw the shears, but where are the other things? Are they under the bed? I don't know if there are other things. You read it wrong? Allowed to take the shears, trowel, and watering can from the shed. Okay. You need a watering can. I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Maybe I'll just keep picking up trash in the meantime. Empty plate. I shouldn't be naughty just yet. I just got here. I don't want to get fired day one. What if the devil ridded the Bible? What? Did you just say something to me? I didn't even click on that. Okay, I'm trying to look around for like other trash and things. Or other Polaroids. Toilet. This looks like the only shed, so the stuff should be in here. Ooh, pink sky, pretty. Shears, toilet key, bridge key. Okay. So yeah, those are all the items we have. You know what? Fuck it. There was a can we missed in the bathroom. Alright, let's see what's in there then. I was about to say fuck it and just go in there because I don't know where else to go. Oh, wait. This is open now. Where's the can? Oh, there it is. Alright, we cleared all the trash. It said we trimmed all the hedges, too. Or no, we trimmed all the grass. I just... What the... What the fuck? What is going on? Hello? Hello? Not Cat Leo. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Much appreciated. I appreciate your support a lot. Can you tell me what the hell is going on here? Wait. Were those open before? Yeah, I know the house is off limits, but I think we got a killer on the loose. Fuck it. I gotta hide. There's something scary happening here. We've spotted a toilet. We're at Defecation Con 5. Not yet! Wait till I find the scary thing first. Alright. Trimming all his grass. Alright, fuck it. I'm going in! I'm going in. There's a strange smell coming from this drain. It's dripping a bit. Alright, we got the garden key. Okay. Alright, so I had to come in here anyway. What the- Hi! Hello? I'm sorry. I know you said I wasn't allowed in here, but that did not look like a garden gnome. I thought we were running from a garden gnome in this game. What's going on? We're playing Grun. Garden? I know, but what other shed is there? I don't know what other shed there is. Isn't there only one? Wouldn't it be this one? Or is there a new one? Oh, wait. Hang on. Here? Garden key. Church? I don't want to go there. And welcome, Tavok. Welcome, welcome. This area could use some gardening. Actually, though, it could, but I need to find... I need to finish my garden. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. We're playing Grun today. Alright, I might need to go to church. I might need to... hi. I might need to find God. There's some demons here. Father? Father! Oh yeah, it is almost midnight. I probably should go to bed. But there's evil afoot! How can I sleep when there's evil afoot? Alright, I'm going to bed. I'm running. I'm sprinting. Alright, bedtime. Bedtime! Oh, I keep forgetting that's the, that's the toilet. Alright, I'll go to bed. Hi, Nomi. Yes. What? Hello? I just woke up. I don't have time for this today. What do you want? Hello? I'm not a morning person. What is this? Oh, is that just a shadow? I'm really not a morning person. I would appreciate if you didn't slam on my door this early. Severed hand. Well, anything works as fertilizer these days. Would you go to Snurch, Snail Church? I would go worshipping every day at the Snurch. Dead gardener. Wait, is that the owner of the house, actually? Does that mean we can enter their home now? I think the owner was murdered. The same way I do, like a rock. Wow. You have no sense of adventure when evil's afoot. Alright. What should we do? Should we trim around here and go to Snurch? I don't know if they like it when I cut the grass around here. I think they like the grass long. I think they like it weedy around here. Because every now and then I just hear noises where they're like, "Rah." Something jumped out of the grass. What's that? What's that? Obtained a doorknob. Oh, is that for the Snurch? Snomin. Snomin? Is that like snake ramen? Snail ramen? Do they make escargot ramen? I've never had escargot before. Is it any good? I hear it's chewy. ADHD brain go brrrr. ADHD brain make Windows crash noise. You know, the brrr. ADHD brain go meet like the American woodcocks. I gotta cut the grass. I am evil afoot. Evil! No, I am evil afoot. Okay, does that go here? You repaired the red door. Alright, we're going into the Snurch. I think I see something in there. This! Is this what church is supposed to feel like? Hi! Bones. Press Y to cycle through tools. I've seen a couple of tools around. Snail! The snail is racing. Wait, we really are at the Snurch. Wait, actually, hang on. Y. Can I use this? Go! Go! Go, Rocky! Or wait, what was the name of Go, Gary! Go, Gary, you can do it! You can do it, Gary! Can we take the snail? How do we get him to cross the finish line? Alright, well, I'm taking this thing. And who does this belong to? Alright, I think we're supposed to play this to combat the evil. We ventured out of the garden. Wait, we ended up in an entirely new place. We're in the city. Okay, this is different from what I thought it was going to be. Oh, that's not why. Not sure if this is the real church experience. You haven't been told, how horrible you are and that you will burn forever yet. Oh. I don't think I want to go to Snurch anymore. These roses were planted 60 years ago. What happens if I just cut them? Is this one of those games where it's like you're the villain the whole time? Alright, so now we can leave even with, that rotted wooden plank. So what happens if we just try to go? I've seen enough shit to be like, to know I should probably hightail it out of here. Is there anybody working at the gas station? I could use a soda. And like a nicotine-free vape, maybe. Some bubble gum. Hello? This scruffy character is asking for an egg ball. I'm out of here. I'm fucking out of here. You're not gonna get me with that. I don't even want to know what that is. I just know what's gonna happen. I just know what's gonna happen now that you've said that. You've unleashed madness, sir. I don't make me even ask what that is. Jesus, everybody stop littering. Be better to our planet. What's this? What do the coins even do? Do we get to buy things later? Yeah, what the fuck is an egg ball? Time to deliver a pizza ball. There's stained glass depicting a man being killed, might be church. Yeah, that sounds more realistic. Welcome to Middlestum. Yeah, that's a pretty realistic name for a place like this. But I exited out of the church and now I'm here. But there's a bunch of different ways it looks like I can go. Do I have to still return home by the end of the night? Or is there like a shelter somewhere that I can find? That dog looks angry. You're getting too close. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Good boy. I just wanted to see if there's a place I can seek shelter. Because I feel like what they want me to do is find shelter for nighttime. What the hell is this game? What the fuck? Is this gonna drain the water? I was just gardening and now there's dead people everywhere. Pet the floof? That floof did not look like it wanted to be pet. Dried trowel. Oh, well, I needed that. Ow! Okay. Alright. Okay. Shit. Oh, I'm drowning. I'm drowning. Drowning. swimming. Okay. Whew. Damn. Okay. Let's go back to our garden. I think that's what they want us to do. Oh, maybe not that way. Yeah, those peeps be dead. Damn, someone was smoking like a chimney with all those packs on the ground. Me, when I'm watching Nana, I'm just like, every character on the show smokes so much. Smoking more than a damn chimney. Alright, how do I get back? Do I have to go through the creepy church again? Or is there a place I can find, like, a wooden plank? I think I have to go back through the creepy church again. Alright, we're running. Hi. The ghost calms down. Wait, so did we do a good thing then? It's not red anymore. Wait, he's almost to the finish line. You got this, buddy. Alright, we found our way out. So now we can return back home. I mean, you were supposed to make the house grounds clean by Monday. It's Sunday afternoon? Oh, shit. I wasn't paying attention to time. I keep forgetting that time is a thing. Alright, well, let's work quick then. So the house owner doesn't kill me. I still have to find the watering can, though. How am I supposed to do all this in time? My explorer's heart got the best of me. You moved again. And there he is again. I think he's responsible for the bird. Okay, we got rid of all the molehills. So now all we need to do is water the plants. Don't breathe in the water. Okay. Well, I guess next run, I'll work a little quicker. Alright, let's get back out there and see if we can find the watering can somewhere. But, like, when are we gonna start getting chased by the gnome, though? Midnight door? Does something happen at that door at midnight, then? Okay. Time is fake. I don't think that you're supposed to. That's the aspect of the... That's the point of the game. Yeah, I'm just like, they don't give us much time at all. Is it the message that being a farmer is not an easy job? Wait, where's the other door where I came in? Maybe the point is also, like, for you to kind of explore and create new routes and figure out what to do. This seems to be another kind of sandboxy game. Alright, well, I gotta go. Bye, Lilith. Bye, chat. Bye-bye. Have a nice night. Thank you for coming by. Okay. At least we're calming down some of these spirits. So... we still have daylight hours, so maybe we'll still have enough time to find the watering can. and calm down some of these restless old spirits. What happens if I go across this bridge? Maybe I do have to... Maybe I might have to find something to appease the dog, actually. Maybe I need to find, like, a bone. Or maybe I get on that bike? What's on this pier? Take me away from here. There's a killer gnome. And ghosts. That's so creepy. Can I use the bike, actually? The bicycle somehow brings you here. What? What do you mean the bicycle brings me here? Where am I? I think I locked myself into a bad ending. This looks highly flammable. What's going on in there? Hello? They will not let you take this special piece. Why not? Well, can I sit with them and, like, play a game, maybe? Try to reason? They're playing some kind of game. They will not let you take the piece. Can I take anything? I might need to come back here. Can I get back on the bike? Okay. Oh shit. A lot of time has just passed. Alright, I think I need to bring them something so they can give me whatever that piece is. But yeah, I wasted some time. I need to find something for that dog. Or what happens if I just run past it with nothing? Will it bite me? I'm gonna run past it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought so. I need to get it a bone. Easy enough, right? Molehill. Jesus. Look at all those fucking cigarettes. Will this work? It will not budge. Alright, horror game logic. I need fire for this. Although, what if I use my Vuvuzela? The Vuvuzela does nothing. Walk. Wait 1 hour? No thanks. Okay. Alright, where am I gonna find a bone? Is there one buried around in here? It's starting to get dark. Shit. Oh! Well, if I go to bed, it's game over. I already got what I needed in the sewers. What is this? You could cut your way through here. Oh, really? Aha. Excellent. Alright, well, I found that out a little too late. It's night now. And I still don't know where that goddamn watering can is. No bones there. Am I just gonna have to run away from the owner of the house? I'm gonna get fired. Should I just get fired for my first run? Or should I continue to look around for the can? What happens if I talk to the gnome? What's he looking at? He's looking over this way. Why is he looking that way? Is there something still in there that I missed? I wish I could just pick up a bucket and fill it up with water and do that. Looks like they don't want me to do that, though. Alright, I think I have to go to bed. I'll just see what punishment awaits me tomorrow morning. Wait, what? My list of chores is gone, actually. So, and the bed looks... different. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, this is so trippy. I'm trying to move forward and it's like not letting me. It's like pushing me. Whoa! Where do I get it though? Ah! Perished in a strange hallway. Perished in a strange hallway. But that had nothing to do with the garden gnome. Ah. Is it you? You must be the new gardener. Do not be scared. I mean not to harm you. I am trapped, and you have to find me. Are you the original gardener? I might need to go in your house to do that. Are you chill with that? We cannot talk for much longer, so I will keep this short. There is an unwanted visitor, disguised as an ordinary worm. A worm? Why isn't this called Gworm? Why is it called Grun? Oh wait, no. Why isn't it called Warun? You have to find a way to get rid of it. We have to conclude our conversation. I will now send you back. Okay. Alright, well. There's multiple endings. Well, now we know that there's like, there's a few different endings you can get. And that you should make different choices each time. So I guess for this time around, we don't have to exactly follow the rules. We could see what happens if we decide to just like cut everything. What do you mean I'm speaking nonsense? What am I saying that's nonsense? Alright, well before we do our next run, I am going to go take a little break in the Little Lilith room. I will be back in like 2-3 minutes. Everybody talk amongst yourself in the meantime. I shall BRB. I'm back. Well, taking a migraine pill and drinking a lot of tea. It sure does a number on the bladder, I tell you that. Okay. We're gonna do things differently this time. Also, we are now joined by a pepper. He laying on the floor. Okay. What do we want to do differently this time? So, I guess less dilly-dallying. Trying to find out where that doggone watering can is. Or maybe we could break the rules a little bit. Alright, we don't have to recollect the Polaroids this time, it looks like. And is everything still in place from last time? No. We have to collect all the garbage again. Only now we know what to do. Now we know all the secrets, so we can do things quicker around here. Okay. I think actually, it kind of seems like they want you to fail on your first run. So that way you can kind of learn from your mistakes, you know? Okay. Bepper. Is Mr. Bepper. Bepper here. LMAO, Pepper. Say hi, Pepper. Storm is getting worse. I really hope y'all are okay over there. I'm thinking about you guys. Please, be safe. Yeah, okay, I saw that this time. Alright, where was that spot around here? I know there was a spot around here where you could, like, break through. You could cut. Oh yeah, I should also be cutting the grass too. I need to remember that's also my job while I explore. But yeah, I need to find that shortcut again. Wherever it was. So that I can break through. Grab all the stuff I need. Ignore everything trying to sabotage me. And boy, is there a lot trying to sabotage me. What else is new? Does Pepper have a current favorite toy? He has a few toys that he really likes. He really likes his catnip pickle toy. I also got him these little catnip, like, radish toys, too. Sometimes the small catnip toys you have to be careful with because they'll, like, knock them under the couch. But I've been finding them kind of scattered about the apartment. I would say Pepper's favorite toy, though, is probably the strings on my hoodies. He loves playing with those more than anything. One thing that I've been doing lately, actually, is, on sunny mornings, I'll open up the blinds, or open up the curtains in my room and let in the sun, because Pepper gets some good sunbathing spots when I do that. And that's really, like, the only time of day that he's able to sunbathe, because it's the only time that, like, the sunlight will come in to my room or in my apartment, because we don't get a lot of sunlight in here. And he's been enjoying that, so... Did I ever go in here? What is this? This gap is too deep to cross. What is this? compass? Wait, is there like a little girl in here or something? That was creepy. We can't jump over here. This is weird. What is this? Like a little greenhouse or something? One of Pepper's favorite chew toys is the wire behind Lilith's PC. He has been chewing on those. I've been having to chase him away from those. I saw this really funny video of Vanilla Mace streaming. I really like her. But she was streaming and she was just like, I don't know, she was just yapping with her chat, shooting the shit. And one of her cats was misbehaving in the background and she just like stops her little comm chat and then she just goes, "Hey!" at the cat. And the cat gives her a look like, yeah, and what? Like totally unfazed. And I'm like, that is me and Pepper's relationship. He does not care. He does not respect me. A druggy cat. I mean, stoner cat. It's just stoner mama gotta have a stoner cat. Don't worry, he gets catnip. Not the kind of stuff not Lilith lettuce. That's not good for kitties. He gets his own supply of catnip. Okay, where was that fucking secret entrance again? I need to find that so I can just get the trowel already. So I can get my chores done nice and early. And hopefully find that watering can by like tomorrow. They probably want me to go in the snurch, though. Alright, fine. Fine! I'll go in the snurch. I know what to expect now. Oh, right. And garbage, too. Gotta do that. This area could also use some gardening. Well, I'm not allowed to garden here. I'm a good wabbit. Who was told I cannot garden here. High voltage. You know what else is high voltage? My boobies. I don't know why I don't know why I speak. I don't know why I speak. I'm gonna take a vow of silence, I think. I don't remember you from before. They sound like the adults in the Peanuts. You know, the ones that go womp 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 womp. Where did we find the key before for the church? It was around here, right? Oh wait. I think I remember where we found it. It was like it was by the bus stop. Where's that bus stop? And welcome, Broken Weeble. Welcome, welcome. Hello. Happy Tuesday. How are you doing? I'm doing okay. I'm recovered from my migraine. I somehow actually had a pill on me today. Where was that thing again? It was... Oh, bother. Good rabbit? Are we grading on a curve? I'm a good rabbit. Wait. Grading me on how good I am? I'm a good rabbit. I'm a good rabbit. I always check off my tasks in the work calendar when I'm done. Oh wait, I actually think I was supposed to cut the grass around here. I remember something fell out of a tree. When I did enough cutting. If you were to grade me on how good a bunny I am, what grade would I get? And you better answer wisely. Because you're being graded on this. This is a test. Where's the key? There. Oh wait, it was a doorknob. Bunny boobies, shocking sight. I know, never before seen. Never before seen bunny boobies. Alright, now we're gonna see something. When do we see this? Hello. We're gonna take the vuvuzela. Or, I mean, the old magic trumpet. What's the point of this thing anyway? Does it reveal something about this guy? My grade is double D. Huzzah! Oh, jolly day. Hey, wait a minute. That's a bad grade. Why did, on Ed, Edd n Eddy, why did they call him Double D? Do you ever think about that? Why was there a character named Double D on that show? The bus is leaving on Monday. Are they hinting that I could, like, get out of here? Okay, I can't cut the roses. I thought cutting the roses would do something. Honk honk. Damn. They gave me double D's in math, too. Wait, what happens if I take this? There's more people. I'm guessing maybe on Saturday there's more people around. Because this is before the gnome killed everybody. Alright, well I gotta find the watering can. Is it past here? Maybe there was something back here? Or no, I needed to find the trowel. His name is Ed with 2 D's. Yeah. Yeah, I know it was Ed with 2 D's, but I'm just like, why during the pitch meetings, why'd they let them call him that? I have to subtract points for missing front paws, so sorry. Well, excuse me. We can't all be born with front paws. That doesn't make me any less cute. Wait, I think it was around here. Oh wait, no, I have to get the thing first. But where the fuck was it again? Yeah, Edward. Yeah, no, like I know that. I know that it was because he had 2 D's in his name, but like, I mean more, why'd they call him that? Just because it's like, that's like a crazy nickname to call somebody. Oh wait, it's open now. Oh, he has a really relaxing voice. How soothing. Can I listen to you talk again? I think I'm in love. Are you single? That's a yes. Listen to this romantic music too? Wow. With the fan blowing. And our hair just gently blowing in the breeze. It sure paints a romantic picture, wouldn't you say? Wow. I cannot get over how relaxing that NPC's voice is. This is a safe haven. This is a safe haven with my true love. I hate to leave you. Watch out. I'll make sure that evil gnome doesn't get you. Oh, so serene. Even though I still don't know where to get that fucking watering can. And he had massive honkers, that's true. I forgot about Double D's massive honkers. They wanted us to forget. Knowing Cartoon Network back then, the joke was for the parents was probably a selling point. Yeah, that's true. Looking everywhere I can for where this can could be. Yeah, that was probably meant to be like, alright, this'll be a fun joke for the parents. Okay. Am I supposed to clean the garbage around here? Like, where else am I supposed to look? I feel like I've explored just about everywhere. Can't believe your mod hates Dog Girl. Who? I don't think anybody here hates Dog Girls. Who in their right mind would say such a crazy thing? Unlock. Oh. Alright, well I guess that's another shortcut I can take to the church. I didn't even realize that. We respect Corone and not crimes against nature. Bad Roro, no trolling. Yeah, I was like, why are we lying? Why are we just straight up lying in here? We mustn't tell lies! Mother said we mustn't tell lies. Do you know what happens if we tell lies? The bad man, he takes us away. All right, let's get our butt to bed. Getting dark. We can do more exploring tomorrow. I'm trying to think about where else I can look that might have the necessary tools I need. And also maybe a way that I can burn those vines that are in the way. What is this? Oh right, this was that room I was in earlier. Where we can't cross. Is there a way in the other side? What the? It's like a portal to another world. I don't even remember that being there before. Alright, I guess it's time for bed. Roro's telling the one recycled joke the FMA community has these days. Oh. Oh, I know the one. You know what my favorite long-running joke in FMA is? For generations! Okay, we got all the grass. Where did we find that trowel thing again? Wasn't it? Oh, I remember. I remember where it was. I fucking remember. It was in that weird... It was in that weird place where we almost drowned. Okay. Through the shortcut. Wow. I even remembered that with my migraine pill-addled brain. Alright, where was that again? Thank you for the hydrate redeem. And also welcome, Panky. Welcome, welcome on in. Okay, I think it was this way. The original Louis Armstrong. The original Chad. We love Armstrong. Him and Roy Mustang. Some of the best characters. Alright, I found it. And now we gotta run. But I remember what to do. I said I remember what to do! Ah! Okay. And now. We return. Okay. Can I go into the... Oh! Alright. Well. Oops. I wanted to go into the house. I should have been expecting that. Well, that's what happens if you don't get the bone for the dog. I thought maybe I could run past it and get into the house, but that didn't work. One more run! One more run! One more run! Okay. Objective. Find bone. For dog. Doggy dancing. Doing duty. Yes. Before we do any of that, though. Before we do any of that. Punching some rotten wood. Yes. You don't scare me anymore! You never did. And we love his sister even more. Damn, somebody's having a party. I hear some cheering. Find bone has been my objective since college. Same. Oh, same. All right. We're out of here. Fucking out of here. Oh, wait. Never mind. Can't do that till we enter the church. Unless I can manage to find where that spot was again. With, like, the hollowed earth. Because I remember there was a spot that you could cut. With the shears. Where was it again, though? Shit. Yeah, well, I watch FMA Brotherhood. Or reread FMA, for sure. Where was it? I could have sworn there was a spot. And it was like around the church. Was it around here? Maybe there, actually? No. Alright, we're gonna have to do the church method. Oh well. That's fine. I won't go near the dog this time. I've been rewatching it recently and it's so good. I need to watch the original, because I've only seen Brotherhood, but I've always been curious to watch, like, the OG FMA anime, just to see the differences. Nana is killing me, y'all. I can only watch, like, a couple episodes a night before my heart is just like, I can't take anymore. It's so realistic. It's crazy. It's sad. I'll find that spot again, eventually. You think that scares me? Rant. Brotherhood is a pretty faithful adaptation of the manga. I know the OG veers off a little bit and it takes a slightly different approach to the story, but I've heard that it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, some people like the story in the other FMA anime. What do you guys like more? People who've seen both. Can't think of much that was cut. It's kind of nice when you watch something that's a really faithful adaptation. So far, the Heaven Official's Blessing Dongwa is a pretty faithful adaptation of the book, or the first two books. I'm already like a third of the way through book 4 of Heaven Official's Blessing. I started the first book last month. I've been reading it so fast. And I'm on book 2 of Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation too. So the Danmei has been getting me through it lately. The BL has been getting me through it. The O3 is good as long as you accept it's very different. That's okay. Oh, here it is. Found it. All right. We found the shortcut. I figured the spot was... I knew the spot was around here. I knew it. Since you don't have to cut the grass around here, well, too fucking bad. Alright. So we have 2 things, and it's still Saturday. So if we can cut all the grass and take care of all the other stuff now, we can dedicate all tomorrow to finding that watering can. I don't know. I mean, the other FMA, like, I've never heard anybody say that it's bad. People just say it's different. What is this Nana you've been mentioning a lot? Nana is from the anime came out in like the mid-2000s, I think. And it's about these 2 women who are like around college age, maybe. And they moved to Tokyo at the same time, you know, chasing dreams, boys, things. And they meet on the train ride there, and they learn that they're both named Nana. And they end up becoming roommates in Tokyo, and they were roommates. And it's just like, it follows their lives. It's like kind of slice of lifey, but it's like really devastating because just like sad shit just happens to them. Some of it being their own fault, some of it not. But it feels very realistic. It's a very, I don't know. It feels very realistic of what young womanhood is, I think. Which is maybe why I'm able to relate to it so much. The experience of being like, you know, a girl in your early 20s, being out on your own for the first time, trying to figure yourself out while all this chaotic shit happens around you. It's so good, though. I really enjoy it. It's just like, it can be kind of hard to watch sometimes just because there are so many moments that hit so close to home for me. In my experience. Nana will make you cry your eyes out, then cry again when you realize it's on indefinite hiatus. I know, and I recently found that out, that apparently it never ended. And it's been on indefinite hiatus for years, so I'm like, so they don't even get a fucking conclusion? I'm like around halfway done with the anime by now. Done maybe like, I'm like episode 20 something, 23 maybe, 22. And there's like 47 episodes, I think. It's so good though. Recommend it if you just need a cry. Even though it's on indefinite hiatus. I need to watch Witch Hat Atelier. I know that just came out and I've been wanting to watch that. It's one that you guys have been recommending to me. Is it hot take to say the Conqueror of Shambhala slapped? I've never even heard of that. Is that a new anime? Or is that an arc in FMA? When are the scares gonna come back? I want more spooky shit to happen. I'm getting bored just cutting the grass. Oop. Alright, we got all the grass, and now we have to get the hedges too. And then we have to get all the molehills. Let me see, do I have any hedges left? And they were roommates, you said? Yeah, it's also a little gay, too. Nana's also a little gay, which is another reason to love it. But their relationship is, I don't know. Their relationship is so much deeper than just like, and they were roommates. It's very complicated. And don't go into it thinking that you're gonna be watching a Yuri, because, like, they both got boyfriends. But their relationship is very, like, close. Still. I don't know. I don't want to say too much. I want you guys to enjoy it, not knowing that much about it. I've been a working adult longer than the hiatus. Since 2009? Yeah, the story's never gonna end. Oh yeah, they also have great fashion in Nana too. It's cool because it's an anime where they're always wearing a different outfit each episode. And they have really, like, cool fashion sense. Because a lot of the outfits are actually inspired by, like, real fashion. And they wear a lot of Vivienne Westwood, even though they're both, like, broke. Alright, we got rid of all the molehills. We still have some hedges, though, I think. Is anybody on the phone yet that we can talk to? Shambhala is an FMA movie. I don't know if I've seen it. Nobody's answering. Okay. Clear all the trash, water the flowers, trim the hedges. Alright, there's still some trash it looks like we might need to clean. Let's look around for it. What is this thing they need our help with? But yeah, I'll have to watch Shambhala now. I didn't even know there was a movie. I don't think I've seen it, at least. Where's the rest of the trash? Is there any around here? Are you sure? Oh, there's a coin. Epilogue movie. Okay. Oh, I'll have to check it out. Oh, there's some trash. Okay. Cleared all the trash. And now we need to finish the hedges and everything. But I can't find them. It wasn't subtle, but subtlety is for cowards. Yeah, no, I mean, the Yuri stuff is definitely not subtle. It's more just like, it's complicated, you know? It's something I really like about the show, is that the relationship isn't so cut and dry. It is a little complicated and messy. But I love shows that are complicated and messy. The different outfits every episode probably didn't help with the production costs. Yeah, that definitely didn't help with the budget, but... boy, did those outfits look nice. I was a fan. Also, there was a reason, too, for them wearing Vivienne Westwood, I realized. I remembered. But, I won't spoil. Don't watch Conqueror if you haven't seen all of O3. You'll be very lost. Oh, okay. That's why I haven't seen it, because it's for the original FMA and not Brotherhood. Should I get going to bed? I should probably go to bed soon. It's getting dark. Toilet. Is there anything in here? Flush for safety. Worst of the storm is gone? Good. I'm glad to hear. I hope that things remain relatively calm for the rest of the evening. No, more than relatively calm. I hope things remain very calm. As calm as they can be. But I'm glad that the worst of the storm has passed through and that you guys are safe right now. Alright. I should probably just get ready for bed. I'll have a whole day tomorrow to find what I need. Alright, let's go to bed. What if I snip at the gnome? Or trowel him or something? Why is that light always on whenever I walk in? That feels really weird and suspicious. Hi. I don't want to go to sleep now. I have a friend that watched Nana in college, and it was one of the big pieces of media that made them realize, oh, I'm not straight. I hear it tends to have that effect on people. It does talk about sexuality a lot. There's definitely moments where Hachi is, you know, questioning herself. Ugh. Sometimes I kind of hate how much I relate to Hachi. Because she frustrates me so much when I watch the show. But I think a lot of it is because she reminds me a lot of me when I was that age. And I'm just like, oh! She's making so many of the mistakes that I made. This is hard to watch. Yeah, give Fallen a big squeezy hug. And Nora too. Give both the doggies a big squeezy hug. And tell them that they're doing a great job. I could use a whole lot of these. Cigarettes, baby. Give. I'm wondering, maybe if I do? Do you think if I do some of the chores around here, a watering can will spawn? Or what happens if I take that bike to that other place during this time of day? Will it still take me to nighttime? Oh wait, what's in here? Liminal. This kid is looking very sad. Wait! This kid chased after me in one of the other routes. It's a hot bowl of snurt! Hey kid, can I have a sip of that snurt, please? Can I have a sip of your snurt? Just one little bite of your snurt? I'd really love to try some snurt on today's menu. Snurt again. Oh. Wait, but I want to try snurt. Snurt again. Is that all that's here? Is all that's here is just... Waiter! I'd like a bowl of snurt. Please? I want the snurt. Turn the gnome into an ohm. Okay. Sleep or else. Sleep or die. I have an idea about the watering can. Ooh, the gas station sold a lighter for 5 coins on Saturdays. You may be able to use it to burn down the thorns. Oh. Very perceptive, Fluffy. Let's go see. Although I feel like the store was closed on Sunday. But it's still early though, so maybe it'll be open. Let's give it a try. Oh, damn it. Alright, well. Now we know for the next run. Next run. Well, that's what the coins are for then. Alright. I wish there was another way we could obtain the lighter. I figured those coins would come into play at some point. Can we siphon some gas, maybe? Well, now I'll try to make note about all of the places where they're dropping coins. Sorry, I feel very compelled to pick up this litter. It doesn't feel right that it's here. Clean up, people. Can I not do anything about these molehills? Oh, wait. I wasn't pressing the right button. What's this? Oh! Alright, never mind. Problem solved. We got a lighter. Well, now, where were those thorns again? They were, they were around here, I think. Were they over that way, actually? Is Snurd a part of the Glunch special? I'd sure hope so. Nobody ever wants to go out for Glunch anymore. Everybody always wants to go out for brunch. For lunner. Nobody ever wants to go out for Glunch. I can't stand it. Alright, we're gonna run past that doggy. Good dog. I want some Glunch. Alright. Let's grab our lighter. Wait, what? Lighter. Can't we use that? Wait, why won't it let me use the lighter? Do I have to drop something, maybe? It says that it's in our inventory. Wait, oh, okay, there we go. That can be confusing. Arson! Lilith knows how to turn a controlled burn into an uncontrolled burn. Just can use some gardening. I feel like that's a hint that they actually want us to garden around here. So maybe we do need to? But alright, we've unlocked a new area. Let's find that watering can. Aha! Got you. Secret garden. Alright, I know I shan't dilly-dally for too long. What are they selling? Food truck! They're selling fries. They're selling fries. But are they selling Snurt? Alright. Watering can. Wawa to plants. Pretty. Alright, anywhere that looks like a dead weed. Gorgeous. Glunch needs to be rebranded. I mean, honestly, I think the name Glunch is perfect personally, but it seems like most would not agree, and most feel like it needs to be workshopped. I am a Glunch enthusiast. I want to eat snert at my Glunch. That was nice that we just found a free lighter on the ground. Girl lunch. Glunch. You watered a mysterious flower. Is that a good thing? Oh, these are empty. What more have we to water? If that food truck is just selling those fries, those must be some damn good fries. There are some food trucks that sell some real slap fries. There was a food truck outside of my old internship back in California that sold these garlic fries, and they actually put like bulbs of roasted garlic in them. And you could take it and like rub it on the fries, and it was so yummy. Total bad breath food, but very, very delicious. I wish I could eat those fries again. I hired Lilith to tend my garden. When I came back, she had just torn everything up. Not true. Look how beautiful this place is now. I cut your weeds. I grew your flowers. I trimmed most of your hedges. And I'm trying not to attack your garden gnome. Where else do we have to flower? Water. Oh, here. We watered all the flowers. Okay. Oh, wait, the sign is gone. Oh, and our phone is on again. Do I enter? Do we enter? I still need to trim the hedges. Oh. Whoops. Don't tell Libra I did that. Oh, that's gonna lead to a bad ending. I'm sorry! Oh, I feel really bad about doing that. That poor bird. This is why I can't be trusted with sharp objects. I swear to God, I don't see any more hedges. Oh. I lied. There's one. Oh. A mysterious passage appeared. Okay. Well, we finished cleaning the garden. Avian sight. I'm sorry. I feel really bad. A thirsty little flower for a thirsty little bunny. Oh, I feel bad. All right. Was that secret passage in here? I think this is the one they're talking about. Can I enter through now that I finished? Or am I still gonna get that weird ending? It's jammed. Shit. I think I may have locked myself into the bad end again. I thought this was the path that they were talking about, though. Even just naked potato, no seasoning fries, no one does it better than food trucks. Yeah. Well, they're always like fresh when you get them. They're like right out of the fryer. What do you mean I don't? Oh, yeah, I had to go get the key. Damn it. All right, well, now I know next time. Oh, the sad snort guy got me. We already got that. All right, well, now I know where to get everything. But I think I'm gonna save that for next time. We still have many endings to get. And now we have a cozy horror game that we can play while I yap. This was a good yapping horror game, actually, because there was stuff going on, but at the same time, it was relaxing enough where I could yap while I played. Alright, so I think next time we play this game, we know what to do, at least. So that's, you know what? You know what? I liked that. I liked that because I like games that are trial and error like that. I like ones where it's like the first time you kind of have to fuck up so you know what to do next time, and each time you feel yourself getting a little bit better and you're like, all right, now I know where to go and I know what to do and I'm gonna fight this thing, we're gonna do that. I wish there were a couple more scares during the later runs personally, but I'm not too pressed about that. Overall, that was a fun experience. I can see us playing that again sometime. But maybe we can give that one another stream, another couple of streams. But yes, thank you everybody. This was a fun stream today. This was fun, and I also thank you guys for giving me some fun inspiration to think about, fun ideas for future streams to think about. I'm gonna really challenge and push myself to play more horror games again. Now that we have a lot more horror games to play, I'm looking forward to those. But for now, we grun away. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was really fun. Thank you everybody for hanging out with me tonight on this lovely Tuesday night. I'll try also to push and challenge myself to stream again this week. So either I'll see you again later this week or I shall see you next Tuesday. Either way, I will be back. We'll have more fun ideas. I promise I will get my inspiration and creative juices flowing again. But until then, it's nice having these fun, relaxing streams with everybody. So thank you, Fluffy. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Roro. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Tavok. Thank you, Critique. Thank you to all my lurkers. Excuse me. Thank you all. Thank you to everybody who followed today, everybody who resubbed, gifted subs, donated bits. It means the absolute world today. Thank you for all the amazing games today. I'm so excited to play all those. We'll play Resident Evil 2 soon. That'll be one of the first games that we do during the spring and summer of horror for Lilith. We'll scare the inspiration back into me. I think that sounds good. We'll scare the inspiration. But yes, I care about you all very, very much. I hope that everybody has a relaxing night. I hope that everybody remains safe. Everybody remains at peace. Everybody eats good food, watches good anime, reads good manga, and takes care of themselves. Everybody have a lovely night, and I can't wait to see you all soon. Bye, 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 bye.